Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back. This time of year, everyone goes a little cookie crazy around the holidays. We're spending more time in the kitchen baking up batches of cookies to share with loved ones. Here with her no fuss, easy pleasy cover girl sugar cookie recipe. Give it up for our cover girl, Stephanie Hansen.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Lovey.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I think I first debuted this on your show like 6 years ago.
You did. And it caused a
sensation.
Ruckus.
And Jeff was leading the ruckus train.
Yeah. This is no joke. This you literally, I think it was like season 4 or something.
Yes. So I really love sugar cookies, and my mom always made them, and it was a sour cream cookie dough, and sour cream was literally in the dough. And my mom had like this linen that went over the rolling pin, and she would roll them, and they would get like a 1/4 inch thin. Her cookies were amazing. Well, not to be the Debbie Downer, but you know who I am.
Yeah.
Then my mom died.
Yeah.
And I was trying to recreate her cookies, and I never could. The dough was too sticky. They would be fat on one end, thin on the other, and they just ended up tasting like cardboard by the time I had worked the dough so much.
Yeah.
So I started messing around, and I finally got a cookie that was easy to roll out, that you could make in one sitting. You didn't have to chill the dough and give it overnight. It was easy enough that kids could do it, and it tasted good. So this is that recipe.
Yeah. And don't you think really quick, don't you think there's a tip in there? Because before we continue, if there is a recipe from your grandma, from your grandpa that you cherish, have them write it down now.
Oh, for sure.
Because, my mom knows this. Hi, Dar, love you. My grandma made these things called tuna rolls. And we have the recipe, but I paid attention, but I would do anything to have recorded her. So if there's a recipe before you lose them, write that down.
That is exactly, not to promote my own book, but let's do that for just 1 second.
Yeah.
That is exactly why I wrote the book, because
I know you did.
During COVID, I wanted to spend time doing something fun, and we recorded all these recipes that were our family's. So now when I am gone, my daughter will have all of my favorites.
Yep.
So, okay. So the thing about the dough, to get back to it.
Yeah.
So imagine you're gonna start rolling out. Now this I brought in, it was sitting outside. It is a little chilly.
Okay.
But go ahead and start to roll that.
Okay.
And you're gonna give just even pressure. Notice.
They're oohing me rolling. I love them. Yeah.
I don't have flour down. I don't have flour on the rolling pin. Notice you're getting a little bit of cracking on the edge.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you just push it together. It's no big deal. And this works. And when you roll it out and you do 8, 9, 10 cookies and you get the scraps, you just put those in a ball and you re-roll those.
So what you're saying is, and I'm not making, this is not precious dough.
No.
It's not like dough, like biscuit dough. You can't work it too much.
Yeah.
But other dough, you have to work.
It is just easy. And kids can roll it out even, you know what I mean?
If you trust them.
Well, when we made cookies, by the time we were done with my mom's cookies after 4 days, 1 day of making the dough, the second day rolling them all out, the third day my mom was so crabby by the time we were done. This is a no crabby, easy way to go.
How thin do you want them?
I'm just gonna do.
No, please, you're the master. I'm the apprentice.
And what I like to do too with the dough is I like to move the dough, not the rolling pin. I don't go way out here. I just kind of, and then when I wanna, I just move it, I move the dough.
So pretty thin, if I'm asking about thickness of the dough, pretty darn thin.
A 1/4 inch, probably.
And as you mentioned, our executive producer, Jeff, when you appeared, loved it, became obsessed with it. One of the tricks is, again, unlike other doughs, correct me if I'm wrong, you do not chill this, right?
No. So
Why?
Normal sugar cookie dough, you make it and then you put it in the refrigerator, chill it, and it makes it easier to roll out because the gluten rests. You just don't need to do that with this recipe. Now, you can see we're gonna just do 1 cutter and that's it. and they're not flimsy. They're not breaking. You're not like trying to get it over to the baking sheet.
Again, not precious.
Yeah, it is a super hearty, easy to work with dough.
Oh, look, it's Minnesota.
Yeah, I made these.
Look at that.
My Minnesota cutter.
Again, this is how Fallon and I learned geography in Indiana. Just McNuggets and cookies. We just,
That's funny.
What state is this, Fallon? Minnesota.
So that's the dough.
Okay.
Now, you can just, again, gather up the scraps.
And roll it out again?
Yep. And you don't need to like refreeze it. You don't need to refrigerate it. And if you make rolled out cookies, you know this is kind of life changing.
And then
also, what Jeff likes about these cookies, they taste good.
Well, they taste good because there's again, so the tricks, just to recap before we go to break, you don't have to chill it.
Yep.
Don't be too precious.
Yep.
And is there like a sprig of something in there? There's a little dash of something.
Almond extract. So you use a little almond and a little vanilla. And then the other trick is in the glaze, the frosting.
Yeah.
There's some butter. So I just use room temperature butter and I mix it with powdered sugar and a little bit more almond extract. Get that all whipped up with a little milk. And yeah, and they set up like I did these yesterday. This is you. You look terrible because I'm terrible at cookies.
That's me?
Well, maybe, like, I know. It looks like a third grader did it.
That's supposed to be me?
I'm not good at decorating. It was the gin. What can I say?
Do you hate me?
No, I'm just not good at it.
Look at that.
Well, at least you're not that one.
That looks like me at about midnight in New York on Saturday.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Did you make one of Fallon? Where is she?
No, I should have. Okay, here can be Fallon.
Right there.
That's her long hair.
Okay. Oh, yeah, look, Fallon's cuter than I am.
No, she is not.
Cookies imitating art. Yeah.
No, she is not.
More with Stephanie when we come back. Back in a moment. I forgot to eat one. May I eat one?
Let's make it a good
All this time, I thought we were dear, dear friends.
You can wipe it on there.
I know, I'll just wipe it on there. We're back with Stephanie Hansen talking about all things Christmas cookies because, okay, so we did sugar, and let me just say this: we had to go to break, and then I saw my monstrous cookie, so I didn't get a chance to say. The minute we went to commercial, the whole staff ran up here. And by the way, I told the audience, Fallon is like a little woodland creature. She's back behind this wall. Fallon, where are you? She's right there, yeah.
She scurries.
She's back behind this curtain, and then she scurried out here during the commercial like this, grabbed a cookie, and then went back. Like, yeah. Anyway, we were out here eating, and Jeff made a good point, as he often does, and this is no offense. This is no offense to, whatever, Aaron. This is no offense to anyone else who makes sugar cookies. Let's be honest. A lot of them taste like cardboard.
They do.
They really do, right? Thank you. The staff agrees. These are so good, Steph.
They taste really good, which is why, like, it's pretty to look at them, and I know I'm a terrible decorator, but ultimately you want a cookie that tastes good.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some other cookies, because you are the cookie queen.
Yes, we're in the 12 days of cookies. I think I have 2 or 3 more left.
That's right, 12 days of cookies. Raspberry and almond thumbprint.
Okay.
What do we need to know about these bad boys?
This is my friend Stacy's cookie that she would bring to the cookie exchange every year. They're a little putsy because you have to fill the centers with a little bit of jam, but they taste like those old, and I say this in a good way, remember the turnovers?
Yes.
The cherry turnovers with the frosting? That's what these cookies taste like to me. I love them so much. They're delicious.
I've had these. I'm not a fruit-filled donut kind of guy. These I love.
Yeah, I love them too. They're one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love those. Continuing with the 12 cookies, talk to me about chocolate crinkle.
Okay, chocolate crinkle, it looks pretty. It kind of looks like a snowy ball, but it tastes just like a brownie. Like it has a really dense, super delicious chocolatey flavor.
I've never had these.
Oh, they're delicious. You can add mint if you feel like you want a chocolate mint thing, but you can just eat.
Jeff has vetoed that. He just,
No mint. But if people like mint, you could add mint to it, but it's just a really delicious brownie type cookie.
I'm excited to try. Now these next ones, ginger molasses.
Okay, these are fun. So a lot of times gingerbread cookies are also terrible. Too dry, they're just like cardboard.
I hate them.
These are chewier and they're thicker, and you stamp them with these cookie stamps. And my grandma left me some cookie stamps. Nordic Ware sells them, that's a Minnesota company. But you stamp the dough, the ball, and you press it down, and that's how you get the round cookie shape and the little indentations. They're really fun.
Because I'm like you, I don't like a gingerbread cookie.
No, I generally don't.
Spritz holiday cookies. What are these?
Okay. Oh, see, look at those.
Oh, I know these.
Okay,
Yeah.
Spritz. Like Spritz are the best cookies in the whole world, but you need a little cookie press.
Yeah.
And then you kind of, like it's like a manufacturing warehouse where you press them out and they go bleh, and you go bleh.
Yeah.
Bleh. But they're really super delicious. That recipe in particular is my friend Carrie's.
Yeah.
And her cookies are super buttery.
We got to get through a couple quickly, but I don't want to fast forward past this one. Salted caramel bars.
Okay, that is these right here.
May I eat one real quick while you talk?
They're salty. They're kind of drier, a little saltier, and then that ribbon of caramel in the middle brings it all together. Yeah, they're really delicious.
Oh. Oh my God.
I know, they're so good. And you can make the caramel in the Instant Pot. You don't have to, but you can.
Next, Julia's Christmas crack.
Okay, this is our friend Julia. These are saltine crackers, and toffee is poured over it with chocolate. She wasn't a great baker, and she brought these one year. We love them so much. They're great. And then this is the Italian Christmas cookie. And in Italy, these would have anise flavor, which is like licorice, which I love, but a lot of people don't. So I'm just doing like a double hit of vanilla in these. These are a cookie that everyone can get behind. Everyone loves them. They're chewy, they're delightful.
These are revelatory. These salted caramel
ones.
ones.
I'm so glad you love them.
Oh, because salted caramel.
Oh, me too.
I
It's my
love
jam.
a salted caramel. I get rid of gingerbread. That's the thing right there.
And in Minnesota, you always need a bar. Like we put bars on cookie trays, right?
Way to reinforce those stereotypes.
Salted cookie bar. I love those stereotypes. That's who I am.
That's right.
I'm a stereotype.
Give it up for Stephanie Hansen for all these cookie recipes. Head to Stephanie's website, StephaniesDish.com. And oh my God! Good Lord, you little gopher!
The little gnome.
We'll be right back in a moment.
That was funny.